It's development versus the status quo as Eastern Bay of Plenty iwi Ngāti Awa are going head-to-head with developers and the Whakatāne District Council.
They're fighting to protect one of their wāhi tapu, and as Kirsty Babington found, it's a classic case of cultural divide.
Development needs to go where development should be, and development shouldn't be on our wāhi tapu.
Our people around here, this is where our whānau are buried here. Everybody is opposed to this, that has their whānau buried here.
This must go ahead. It's to me, it's a no-brainer.
And if they do that here, we're going to have nothing left. So we've got one last bit of land to protect.
Ōpihi Whananga Kore, one of the most sacred sites to Ngāti Awa. Oral traditions state this area has been used as an urupa since the time of the Mātātua Waka. Buried there is Tōroa, Muruwai and Wairaka, as well as many other chiefs from whom the Eastern Bay of Plenty tribe has sprung. Ōpihi Whananga Kore, prime real estate.
So we see this as the opportunity, the only real opportunity for Whakatāne to grow. Whakatāne at the moment has had, in the last census, we lost 700 people in our census, and 1,700 was lost in the Eastern Bay of Plenty. So as far as I'm concerned as Mayor of Whakatāne, I need to get jobs for all of our people.
In a deal that will fill the council coffers with about $14 million if the development goes ahead, a marina will be built alongside a 200-bed retirement village on 100 acres of land to the west of the urupa. Land tangata whenua maintain is still wāhi tapu.
He whenua whai wairua Ōpihi. Kei te ora tonu tōna mana, tōna tapu. Kei te kōrero tonu ia. Kei te mau tonu ia i tōna mauri. Kei reira tonu, tōna ihi, tōna wehi, tōna mataka. Koera te whakapapa o mātou whakaaro kia tiaki i ai.
There is very little land that can be developed. And if you look around our district, we are very landlocked. So this is privately owned council land. It could have been owned by somebody else. And if it was somebody else's land, it would have been developed. The biggest advantage with council owning it is that we can develop it for the people so that their concerns can be taken into account. Ngāti Awa's concerns can be taken into account, and we can actually make sure that we enhance.
The joint vision between Orewa-based development company Hoppers Development, Whakatāne Marina Limited and the council will see adjacent land that borders the Oreni River dredged and turned into a marine precinct.
This site here, which is known as the Bennett Block locally, was the site that was eventually seen as a really good place for any marina development. I believe that obviously the economic development and the benefits that come from that are the most important from the marine precinct. We had Market Economics do an economic impact assessment for us, and that showed that after the construction period that there would be 80 to 120 permanent ongoing jobs. The entrance is directly through that shrubbery to the river that way. The actual Oreni Canal goes down further and comes out alongside the urupa, right down the end. So we're looking at accessing the river upstream from that.
But according to Renee Mokai-Young, who is one of those objecting to the proposed development, that's far too close for comfort. Her nan, Irene Mokai, was the first in recent times to be brought to the urupa aboard a waka from Wairaka Pā, an ancient practice that has once again been brought alive.
When my nana passed, she was carried from Wairaka Marae down across the road and placed onto a double-hulled waka. And she was put on there with our whānau, and my mother went with her. and our whānau paddled her down to the near the mouth of the river, and where our special rock is down there, where the Waraka statue is, and then turned, and she was brought back down the awa and taken to the mouth of the Oreni part, where basically the waka is then parked there, and then the body is taken off and lifted and carried up the hill up to Ōpahi. I don't think they realised how important that part was to us, right where the waka actually gets parked, right at the mouth of the Oreni. So yes, that's totally culturally significant to us, because that's how we bring out the bodies over the water. This is a very spiritual place. It's so quiet, you hear the birds, the ocean, and you can come and just sit and have your own quiet time with them, and you feel them, you feel the presence of your tipuna, and it's very special to me, to my whānau, and the other whānau that are buried next to us. We're all whānau, eh? So yeah, we would like it to stay as it is, because it's beautiful. Can you imagine the retirement village being built? Can you imagine the noise, the bulldozers, the destruction, the people that this silence would be completely gone. It would change everything. Yeah, completely change it. It wouldn't be the same. No.
We've done Pauanui waterways, we've done Whirianga waterways, we've done Marsden Cove Marina. Those are 3 developments which are similar in concept to what we're talking about here. The issues are very much the same. There is always that conflict of the relationship between the river, the water, and the land. We find that, yes, there is this resistance because it's unknown. And unfortunately, there is the fear of the unknown. So it's a matter of trying to reassure people.
Developers developing at Ōpahi has got nothing to do with us as tangata whenua. The plans that we have seen are plans for people with a very large income, and that does not fit us as tangata whenua. As for jobs, we've heard that all before. Local people will have jobs, but that's been around too long, and it's just a bit of a con to allow us to say yes. So there's nothing there for us whatsoever. It's all about people with the pūtea who think it's their choice to do what they like.
At recent district plan hearings in Whakatāne, more than 200 submissions were received against a proposed change to the district plan, which would see the Bennett block zoned as a proposed marine precinct.
Ko mātou ngauri, ko tai mai ki te kōrero marātou I tarane. Ko te wāhi tapu nui o te rohe, o pihi whananga kore, e mōhi o tia nei a tata. Nō reira ko ngātia waka I te whakahe, I runga I te ahuatanga, e wāhi tapu o pihi, whananga kore, ara kei reira ngā mātua tūpuna e roto mai.
What we're saying is, please, can we get a planning regime which recognises the potential for it, so that we have the certainty to go in and spend the money to investigate once and for all as to whether or not this is appropriate or this can be accommodated here.
Economies can be built somewhere else. They can find somewhere else to build the economy, This is my grandmother, she was the backbone of our family, and she was awesome, and I miss her so much because she's not here with us anymore, but this is where we come so that we can have our moments, and yeah, I'm here on behalf of my whānau and my auntie's whānau, and you know, if it was your grandmother, how would you feel? Yeah, no. I'm going to do everything I can to stop it from happening. Yeah.
Well, a decision from the Independent Commissioner is expected in October, and if the district plan is changed to allow for a marine precinct, the development will still need resource consents. We've already had a strong online response to the story, and we will keep you updated.